Putting people first, that's the pledge from Surrey County Council to its 1 million customers. Delivering services electronically is a key part of that commitment to customer care.
One of the things that we agreed to do was to sign up to the PSA agreement, the Public Service Agreement, to achieve the e-government 100% targets much earlier than other local authorities were expected to. So we achieved that by March 2004, which was well ahead of target, as a means of providing electronic services and information to our customers.
But how did Surrey manage to go about that process in order to meet government e-service delivery targets in the first place? What processes needed to be enabled? And how could the basic toolkit tree structure be adapted to Surrey's own needs?
The national tree was a generic list of services arranged in a very generic way, and to get buy-in from Surrey County Council and to make it look like us, we arranged it by the people who were responsible for getting the work done. That meant organising the processes by executive director, head of service and then team, and then the processes sat underneath that.
The toolkit is used in every aspect of Surrey's interface with its public. Ashford resident John Walters has noticed tree branches that could be potentially dangerous to pedestrians. He calls Surrey's contact centre and his complaint is electronically logged and accessed by those who need the information from then on. The contact centre processes up to 1,300 calls a day.
Good afternoon, Surrey County Council. You've got a problem with the tree, sir? OK, can you give me the location details? Right, that's Poplar Road in Ashford, is that right? OK.
Vivian Wright in the Transportation Office picks up the call from the contact centre and alerts the contractors who deal with the job. Electronic service delivery benefits both council staff and customers.
Makes things a lot quicker. We don't have to take telephone calls so much. The contact centre are the first point of contact for most of our calls. They log it into our electronic system and we can pick up the complaints or calls from people. It can also be passed on to an officer and it's completely auditable, so we can see exactly where it's been, what the resolution is. That helps very much for insurance purposes as well, so you can see when we knew about something, when we did something about it, and when we resolved the issue, which we can most of the time.
But the toolkit's uses are far-reaching, into the realm of local history, for example, and Surrey has listened to its customers to find out where their interests lie.
We always knew that family history was a popular subject, but we've been surprised by the number of hits that that part of the site has actually maintained. And obviously we've been able to digitise a number of the records, so it's given greater access to people with visual impairments as well. The biggest surprise has been the horse pasture management team. They've had over 4,000 hits per month on their part of the site. And the horse pasture management team deal with things like inquiries for about fencing, ragwort, and even how to deal with horse waste as well.
Being a clay-based soil, it becomes quite poached in winter, so you have to be quite careful that you then do your improvements once the ground's drier in spring, when you can take a tractor over without making the ground conditions worse.
Yard owner Lynn Porter looks after 12 horses. She accessed horse pasture management information via Surrey's website and hasn't looked back.
We are caring horse owners, in inverted commas, and it's given me a resource that's professional, so I know we're doing the right thing, and we're trying to do it in an environmental way. For example, manure management, which is a nasty subject, but I now have a website I can access where I can contact people who want to take the stuff, as opposed to asking people to come and take it for money. So there are enormous resources there that we can now tap into.
And it's not only customers who benefit from electronically delivered information. Surrey's employees and other councils can now find out what targets are met and what has been delivered via the toolkit.
One of the things that we've done is share the information both within the organisation in order to achieve that target, because it's not just down to myself or the people in my team to do that. We required and relied on a whole range of different people to do that. So we shared the information there, but we've subsequently shared it across other local authorities and shared our experience with the toolkit as a means of working and supporting other local authorities.
Surrey's determination to deliver all its services electronically impacts upon all generations within its target community. Sarah Culhane pays for her daughter Rebecca's school lunches online by credit card.
Rebecca brings a letter home from school. I then take it to the computer, pull up the details, type in the amount that I'm meant to pay, get my credit card, get it validated, and then I get a confirmation email that I've done it correctly. It's much easier than previously when I paid by cheque. I don't have to worry less about paperwork, and it just seems simpler and faster.
Clearly, electronic delivery can at first appear daunting, but it's designed to help and not hinder the local government process. Web Trend reports, for example, show how Surrey can improve customer experience and take-up.
It's the sum of the ESD knowledge, electronic service delivery knowledge, in 388 councils. It would be very difficult to see anywhere else where I could get that level of support. It's been the best £480 we've spent.
Surrey is sharing its learning, modernising its internal processes and becoming a more efficient organisation. The ESD Toolkit plays a crucial part in realising that pledge to put people first.